Why did French Indochina fall after WWII? Imagine a region caught between the fading grip of a colonial empire and the rising tide of independence. That's what happened to French Indochina after World War II. This area, made up of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, had been under French control since the late 1800s. During the war, Japan occupied the region but kept the French administration in place until Japan took direct control in March 1945. This disruption weakened French authority and created chaos. When the war ended, nationalist leaders saw a chance to push for independence. Ho Chi Minh and his Viet Minh movement declared Vietnam's independence in September 1945, forming the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. France wanted to regain control and initially agreed to a temporary arrangement that made Vietnam a free state within the French Union. But this was just a pause. France soon tried to restore full colonial power, which led to violent clashes. The French military faced tough guerrilla tactics from the Viet Minh, who had strong local support. The Viet Minh were driven by a mix of nationalism and communist ideas inspired by China and the Soviet Union. France was fighting from home, with limited resources, and international opinion was turning against colonialism. The conflict grew into the First Indochina War, which lasted from 1946 to 1954. It was long and costly for France. The turning point came at the Battle of Dien Bien Phu in 1954, where the French suffered a crushing defeat. This defeat made it clear they could not hold onto their empire in the region. The Geneva Conference followed, leading to the temporary division of Vietnam at the 17th parallel into a communist north and a non-communist south. The fall of French Indochina was not just about military defeat. It reflected the decline of colonial power, the strength of nationalist movements, and the influence of Cold War politics. The global shift after World War II made it impossible for France to maintain its hold. The Vietnamese saw their chance and fought hard to gain independence. France's efforts to reassert control failed because their resources were stretched thin, and international support for colonialism was waning. This collapse set the stage for future conflicts, including the Vietnam War, as the world watched a new chapter of independence unfold.